We've gotten started now.
We have. This has officially begun.
Do kitchen somewhere in the middle, you know, a formal sitting room, which people don't use. So total 3 bedrooms up here, 2 baths.
And then right off the front is gonna be the powder room. It's gonna be an L kitchen. There's a lot of things we can do.
We're back with floor plans. We are back at the house. We have floor plans. We have actually everything. If you watched the last video, you will have seen where we're at. There's a little bit more now, like, you know, exterior and elevation and whatnot, but after posting the last video, going over the layouts and everything, we're thinking we might totally rework some of the layouts. There are some things that we've processed after sitting with it for the last couple of weeks, and we're here today to kind of envision the current layouts that we have sketched and then figure out what makes the most sense. So welcome to episode 2.
You can see how he's building it out.
Yeah.
We've been talking peak. And peak, you don't have to, but it looks better when there's a break. This is a very grand window.
Yes.
Right? And because of this, he's got the barrel ceilings. There's a barrel ceiling in the bedroom and a barrel ceiling in the bathroom, which I can understand the bathroom would be kind of nice. You got nice high ceilings, beautiful. But I don't see how it works in the bedroom. To me, it just seems a little...
Well, we also have to figure out what we're doing on the top floor with the bedrooms. Like, if that's even a front bedroom or what the hell we're doing.
Exactly. I'm thinking this also causes a complete roof overhaul, like the entire roof. I'm thinking something like this could be pretty costly. And I know you've got that one image, which I've got on my phone, we can put that up. How do we achieve, and that's why I was kind of hacking away at this a little bit, bringing the peak down a little bit, making that window smaller like the other one.
Yeah. Because I honestly thought that was too much window.
So there's the bay window.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have a like somewhat smaller window over top.
See, I think that's the perfect amount of window. It's not like in your face like that one.
This is actually on the same elevation.
Yeah.
But it fills the peak nicely.
Yes.
To match something like this would probably be down here somewhere. Put brick in between. Have this here as the existing bay. And not have this break. What do we want to say on the front? More in line with that.
Your handwriting is so special.
Let's just assume that he was able to do something like that. When you look at this, do you want a rounded door?
I would love that. I think this is like the most beautiful touch.
But this whole thing may be set back, maybe not.
I think it would still look nice if it wasn't set back.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it at all. So if you kept the original roof line, brought this peak down a bit, you know, it's like that. See how that goes up on an angle?
Yeah.
And if it means saving $200,000, that's not small money.
No.
It's got to really resonate with you for you wanting to spend another $200,000.
No, I don't think this is worth $200,000.
Okay, good. So we don't change the height of the floors, right? So you don't have to do this. You keep the original brick. You either paint it, stain it, change the color, whatever you want to do. Well, we're going to use this as the model.
Yeah.
We're having black frame, no molding. We want to keep the bay, keep roof line.
Still put some skylights in?
100%. Here's the, well, let's get
let's go to the floor plans.
Okay,
we
so-
can't do any more exterior. Right?
So do you want to start at the main floor?
Yeah, let's start. The main floor is I've gone over 1,000,000 times.
Since we're here,
Yeah.
we can get a better feel for it. Because it's not as big as it seems like on these floor plans, right?
Yeah. So right now, the dining room would be the kitchen, correct?
First of all, this wall stays, right? Mm-hmm. And
Well, actually, he has it right now building a full wall. So this is full wall.
yes, just filling it in. So what you're getting here,
Ooh!
really? This area here is basically kitchen. So it looks fairly large here, but it's not huge.
It would be this whole wall and this wall. I mean, that's pretty big.
Well, it's probably more than you've got now.
What I have now is just like this wall, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say. So imagine now, island, this area almost like this. It would end about here. It's going to be something like this with the chairs along.
And then what's on the opposite side? He had the proposed dining room over there first.
And
then we moved it.
Dining room over here. He had a little seating area.
Yeah. So the stairs will be right here then.
They come up. Well, you're going down, right?
Oh, this is the downstairs.
Yeah. So the downstairs, you will start right about here and walk down and
Okay.
end at about the end, right where that nook is. You're gonna have about 4 feet, I'd say. About this is
Okay.
your kind of pathway. So you're gonna have a railing of some sort, and then you're gonna have an angle,
Right.
and the landing will be right about there upstairs. And it'll exit right down at the family room area.
Okay, wait.
Right now.
So the stairs going up?
Start back there
Oh.
and go up and end up here.
Kind of weird to have the stairs going up at the back of the house.
Well, the reason he did that is because if he didn't, it would go into the master bedroom.
But when you walk in the house,
So do you want to walk in?
I thought the stairs up were right over there still.
Door opens. This is closet,
Yeah, so he's gonna break down all of
but it's pushed over, right? It's not as deep as that. After this, you have bathroom. So then you're
Okay,
gonna
so
have
this is bathroom.
right.
I thought you go up the stairs here.
No, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So bathroom is gonna be like this whole thing here, straight across, imagine. You see straight back. This here, that wall doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, yeah.
It's bathroom over there, so you have a straight shot to the back. Open it up, all you see is green and glass. Because we don't have much going on in this area, so it's nice to have that. You just have a couch.
Yeah.
So you walk in, you've got this area basically in this configuration the way it is now. You say, okay, washroom. If you want to get downstairs, you you shoot down from here. We've got a little gap here to get into the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then we have an island with the chairs, like here. 3 or 4 feet between the chair and this railing now. And then when you want to go up, you're walking down to this room, say you're going up, and then you go straight up, right?
Okay.
Imagine-
Something about that feels really backwards to me. That like you walk to the back to go up. Like I think going up here makes more sense.
You would basically start the stairs right there, and you would simply go down this way, and that would be your landing. So you could probably make this whole, and then just walk out this way. It doesn't really matter.
I literally didn't even realize that in the original plans. I thought we were going up there. Unless we
here.
leave the stairs where they are, move the bathroom here.
You could, but I think this works. 2 or 3, you know.
No, this makes for a pretty tight living room.
It's just an area that you're basically sitting, and you know a few people can sit there and watch. TV.
Unless we made that the full living room, you know,
Right,
which is
and
much
then-
bigger.
And then it changes everything.
Yeah.
It changes
I
everything.
think that makes sense. That front room is big and it can't change because of the fireplace and the big window.
Exactly. You've got formal living room /
There's
office.
so many options.
I know, but that's what we were originally thinking.
Yes.
It gives you much more flexibility if you don't double the living room.
Yeah.
I know this little area is kind of here, but it's tight and it's
Unless this was dining, that was kitchen, and then there's a lot of space in there.
that's what we were originally saying, is that there's a lot of space in there. What do you do with that space? Well, you can do some interesting stuff all of a sudden. Once you get rid of the shutters, and don't forget the sun's in a weird spot right now.
Actually, that makes a big difference opening those. Okay, so we're now thinking that the living room here, and this makes the most sense, obviously. Like, this should just be the main living room, you know? Have it centered around the fireplace, couch, TV. We won't have this mantle. We're gonna do something different here, so there'll be more space for the TV.
You could close it off like this and then have your pantry. Or you could have a
big arch.
A big arch and have pantry on both sides.
Oh, I like that.
Right? So you walk through it. You know, it may not be a walk-in pantry, it'll be cupboards, but it'll be like your, whatever you call it.
The butler's pantry?
You could actually arch it so that you get some light from the back coming in.
I would
And
prefer that.
Then you walk through and then you design your kitchen in and around here.
In the back. So this is all living. It stays open, which I am happy about. And then we walk through on either side here, pantry.
It would be like from here to here, right? That ends here, and then you've got this plus another 15 feet. So you got about 20 feet from here to the end.
It's a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, for a kitchen. And then the dining is on the other
This
side.
makes so much more sense because honestly, like looking at where the living room is going to be, like it would just be this width, which obviously is fine. But considering the amount of space down here, it's like, why have such a small, you know, or cozy, I should say, living room when like this whole space exists, you know? Like this makes the most sense.
You may be able to go complete window
Yeah.
versus the break.
Which would be pretty sweet. I actually like that. I think it's fun. It's not boring. It has everything that I want. You know, the pantry, the big back kitchen, and then all of these back windows can be, this can all be window. I think it's still closed, but open.
Yeah, this will be nicely private in the sense that there's still a break. So the action that's going on here is nicely separated.
Yeah, but it's still open.
And you've got a lot of that nonsense in here, clutter, basically. And then nice and clean in here, right? And you don't need that much. It's I never like a kitchen that's all cupboards.
For sure.
You know, you get a little bit of space, and then you've got enough space for a dining room table. I'm actually very excited where we are.
The top floor.
I know you're looking like a laundry room. The only thing I see the benefit of having a laundry room is
Storage. But we're also not leaning on both en-suites, are we? Or are you back to the 2 en-suites?
I don't know. You put side by side here. I don't know, maybe you make this a little smaller.
I think this will at least give them some ideas.
Like this, right? Closet over here, right?
Yeah.
I've got Tara here also.
Sarah, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Couple things with the plans.
You want to start with the stair direction?
We can flip it, but the problem with flipping it is the utility room will have to be either shifted down farther, meaning you're going to lose part of your steam room.
I guess what you're saying is it's a little bit less efficient.
Yeah.
We're eating into the 1 bedroom and we're eating into the utility room also.
What about if we were to keep it where they are now?
The bedrooms would be very similar to what you have, which isn't very ideal.
If you can make sense out of it, great. But if not, I think we just have to leave.
Put the left side of the pantry wall where the bathroom is now, and then have a larger hallway in between, if that makes sense.
One idea is to make it kind of like a pass-through, but then there's that space where the washroom is and maybe a little bit bigger. I guess what you're saying, Tara, is just make that disappear and have that as an open area.
No, I was saying to move the left side of this pantry walk-through to where that is, like just widen it.
Yeah, and then on the right side could be your pantry, your real pantry that has access from the pass-through to your storage.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, we're going to keep the bay for now, right? You want to keep the bay?
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks a lot,
No
Andrew.
problem, guys. Have a great day.
The closet's supposed to be back here, and the bathroom is like literally this wide.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's honestly perfect.
That's fine.
We are back for some measurements. We brought tape, we brought energy drinks, and we need to tape out some of the layout that we have right now because otherwise it's just so hard to visualize the space. Like when we originally had the living room set up right in here, it looks so much bigger on the floor plan, and then you get here and you're like, where is everything gonna go? It's tighter in real life than it looks. So tape will help. What are we looking at?
This is the latest.
Okay.
So did you want to start with looking at the latest? OG, latest, of course, double-sided.
Of course.
So
Where do you
you
wanna
want to,
start?
I want to just get a start for how you come into the house. So it
I
actually,
can read it to you. You don't have to zoom in on your phone.
see that? So it's 6 foot to the closet, and the closet's probably another 1.5 feet. And this is the load-bearing wall, so that's why he's keeping it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the entry's, I guess, then this. But there's,
This is exactly it. This is going to be like the bathroom.
yeah,
It's going to be right here. So when you walk in,
it's just a wall. This is it.
this is it.
Okay.
This won't be here. So it'll seem a little bit
Oh, yeah.
more open.
And this wall won't be here,
This wall
right?
will not be.
So it'll just be open.
Well, let me just
This is almost 13 feet from here to there.
shows.
Maybe it's on the original. It's 14 feet, not 8.
So we need 6 feet.
Here, I'll start.
Here, let's just now see. So yeah, that is, okay, that's, okay, it all makes sense. The question is, do you want archway into this whole area?
Well,
Because-
otherwise it's just one big long hallway, right?
Yes.
So we could do an archway, like a very small one at the top, that is just a detail.
Well, this is how wide it's going to be.
Yeah, it's pretty wide.
So you could do a decent little arch.
I think it'd be nice instead of just
Yeah, it would make the entranceway a little bit more
entryway.
entryway versus hallway. And then of course, in here, this looks to be maybe a little bigger than this. He's made it a bit smaller.
Okay.
17. So it's a little bit smaller, this much.
I'm looking for a couch for dimension purposes.
A regular size couch can be about 7 feet. Where would you put couch? Like, here's the deal. If this is going to be the TV, you're already pretty close. Like I'm sitting right here. It's going to be cozy.
Okay, so the mantle will go so that the TV can come a little lower.
Yeah.
If the TV is like here, I don't think that's too high.
You could put like a wooden distress thing or whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Because I do want a mantle, I want something, but it doesn't have to be this large.
So here's a 65-inch screen. If you keep the original stone.
I don't know if I want to keep the original stone.
Okay, then you could rebuild it completely.
Yeah.
You could rebuild it on a low, right?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Because this is just, that's a gas fireplace in there.
It's gas? I thought it was real wood.
It was at one point.
Oh, they closed it up.
No, that's gas.
Really? Okay, nice.
He had it converted.
Anyways, let's just say it was
A single couch for a second, and it was a 7-foot couch, which is a decent sized couch. Approximately, right?
so you would be sitting.
But that looks bad to walk into the room and look at the back of a couch. Like, that does not look good.
Yeah, I get it. It's not airy enough.
No, it feels like the room is already closed off.
So then you would have maybe 2 chairs there, you know, like sitting here where you would sit.
But no one, like, I want to sit on a couch, you know?
No, but you put the couches on both sides.
Yeah.
Or you could have chair, couch.
It's not super ideal
No,
for
it's
like
not.
the watching TV experience.
No,
Like, this makes sense as a formal living space.
it does, unless you change the entryway. For instance, if you moved it to come in just through a side, as opposed to the center. Or you say, fuck that, make this dining.
Yeah. It could be a beautiful dining room with a fireplace. Could put a bar like on that wall here.
Yeah.
Okay, so table ends here. Well, why don't you just do the side? Table's more like
Table's 9.
And that's 4 feet wide.
Now, if you have chairs, they would kind of hit, so it would be moved over slightly. So now you walk in, and imagine this maybe door space even being a little larger to create even more openness.
It would be beautiful. I mean, you would look at it and you'd be like, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, you might have a centerpiece or something going
Yeah.
on. What makes it really work is you've got this pantry pass-through.
Let's space out the pantry.
And that's really where it's gonna be. And then, what is this? Is there a dimension here that you can see? Right where my foot is. What does that say?
7. Will you just put your foot down?
It's a nice sized pantry. And then,
It's huge. That's a huge
and then you can go this way also. Like if you just want to
Yeah.
walk through.
Maybe we make the walkway like a foot bigger,
I don't know, maybe not.
because that's a massive pantry.
But don't forget that, well,
All in
what's
there.
wrong with a massive pantry?
I mean, nothing.
But don't forget, once you're in it, you've got walk around space.
Yeah.
So you don't have a ton of space to move.
Yeah, that's
And over here, you've got a counter that's this big, right?
Yeah.
That runs all the way here. So it seems, the walkway is gonna seem fairly large because you've got this top counter
That's
space.
true. That's open.
Yeah. So
That's like a coffee nook, coffee bar.
But I can see this being a very nice way to get food and stuff, dishes. You don't even have to have dishes there. You can put a dish thing there or whatever.
Yeah, okay, so walk through and then dining. So, where is the island now?
Island is, I think he's got about
3 feet,
3
4
feet?
feet?
Go right here.
Okay. And then it goes,
And then it goes like this, and that goes, you know, like another 6 inches, like past the wall.
You want to make the wall itself, right?
and then just straight down. And then does it go, it goes past this, yeah?
Oh, it goes quite a bit past.
Okay.
So is there a dimension?
14.5
From
the
here?
island. So yeah, it's the 15 feet extension. So basically,
It's 15 feet.
the end of the deck.
Walk on the studs, because I don't trust this wood.
12 feet.
So a little bit further than this.
So this is all extra house. We'd have more kitchen here, and then the rest is open. So that's where we had dining, but maybe we do all this open space as living.
You know, and then you'd be able to get the TV at the right height, over a console.
Yeah.
So this is all open in between pantry. So if you want to get a better idea, put a piece of table on here.
Okay, we have gone over a lot, and we're circling back to this room being the living room. Like, it just feels like a waste to have this be
the formal dining room kind of blocked the fireplace. So I'm gonna measure out the couch that I would want, like a nice sectional, and have it go this way. And we're thinking, like, we don't want to block the doors here. Walking into the house and then just seeing the back of a couch is not the vibe. We want this to be nice and open. So if it comes out too far, we can move the entrance closer to the door. So you walk in, you see it, and the couch can be like this.
Probably something like that.
And then 10 feet, right? Seems like a big couch.
That looks massive.
Well, this is kind of massive.
That makes sense. Okay, well, we have to get a smaller couch.
Move it over to here.
And this is where your doorway would be.
So you can walk in and see a couple of chairs. We do coffee table here. It's not super centered with the fireplace.
So it's not centered at all. The room could be seen to be centered with a fireplace.
Actually, I saw a video of some like feng shui guy, and as long as it, like when you walk into a room, it looks right, which I think it would.
Because balance would be obtained by having chairs here. So I'm walking in through here. There's the table. We can get rid of the table out of here now, so it would seem.
Yeah, and then we can make a coffee table with that guy.
And that's usually a foot and a half.
Okay. This is good. This is good.
It's actually, it's nice.
It's not perfect.
It's not like totally centered.
The only way to center it is do two couches this way, but I had that in LA. And it's not
ideal.
No.
It can work either way. You can put a couch here, which is going to be fine, you know, for watching TV, like in a couple positions here.
I'm gonna put some chairs down. I'm running low on, oh no, just kidding. No chairs.
No, it's doable, Tara. It's really doable.
This is what we're landing on for today for the floor plan. I kind of want to walk you through so you get an idea. So we walk in and there's going to be more of an opening over here. I think we're gonna shift the opening so that this will all be open entry. Bathroom over here, closet over there. This is all gonna be like this, but to here. So this will all be open. And then in here, we're kind of landing on this for the living room. So couch, coffee table, a couple chairs over here in the bay. Here, and like a little table in the middle. You walk through the entry over here, and then there's enough space to walk through. Over here will be the walkway through the pantry. This is going to be open, so it won't feel like tight. But over here will be the main pantry, which is kind of a lot of space, which is awesome, like microwave in there. And then over here is main kitchen. This is like coffee bar, and then main kitchen is in this space. So like we have the range over here, island over here, and then on the floor you can see this is more cabinets and fridge. So you'll have fridge here, island over here, range over there, and then you walk out this way. Actually, all of this is open for like another 15 feet, and that's where we're gonna have the dining, which was the original plan. You can walk through right over here, but you know, you can see the end of the island over here, but this will all be open except for the stairs over there. And then all of this will be open dining space, which is just gonna be very breezy. This will all be floor to ceiling windows. And yeah, we have to do the upstairs another day, but this is what it looks like in floor plan version for anyone that wants another visual. Living room, bathroom, closet. Stairs are on this left wall where the old kitchen was, so this will be stairs. And then pantry, walk through, kitchen island, and then this will be enough space for a dining room. It looks massive, but like there's gonna be a big rug and like it'll be nice. And then we'll have a back deck. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely a little overwhelming figuring out, like truly visualizing this, seeing what makes sense with the space. It's kind of scary to like make a choice on a layout and then go from there, and then once it gets built, like, does it work? You know, it's really intimidating. It's pretty big. I think this makes the most sense. I think keeping the living room in the space that was originally the living room makes the most sense, would be the most beautiful, cozy. Yeah. I don't know. This is quite the journey. We have to do the upstairs, see what the bedrooms are gonna feel like, but we will do that maybe next week. So I did make a mock-up in The Sims, and I'll show you guys that when I get home. Oh my God. I was gonna pop back in and show you guys the Sims version that I made, but I have something so much better. Oh, there's my dad. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna screen share with you.
Wow, whole PowerPoint.
No, Dad, it's insane. Here's the entry.
This is unbelievable. And you can see now how the stairwell flows. Right? Just seeing it now, it just says, fuck, we're on the right path. But I love that little pantry area, man.
I know.
Like you're gonna put like coffee machine and shit in there.
It is the next day. I had to like digest and share what I'm gonna share properly. So I am working with an interior designer on the project. Obviously, we want to do this right. We want it to be the best space it can be. A lot of people said it was important to have an interior designer that like knows flow and like can help with visuals. And oh my God. So first of all, I'm gonna have all of her information down below. If nothing's in the description yet, she's still working on her links. So TBD on that. But she's actually a viewer of mine and she is incredible. Like there are no words to explain what she has done for us and me. Like I just feel so excited and grateful to be working with her on this. Basically, with what she's done, I can walk you through the house, or at least the main floor. We will be doing the upstairs and the basement, but that'll be later on. I'm just like blown away because I feel like it's everything that I wanted in my head, from my mood boards to the layout, all in like 3D form. Like this is the house, the dimensions and everything. I think it's like a blend of modern, traditional, Californian. Like you'll see the living room and you'll see. So she actually put together multiple versions of the house in different layouts just so I can see them, which is so nice. I'm gonna show you guys some of the options we discussed when we were like taping things out so you can also get the visuals. But this is like so valuable to have if you're working on, you know, a renovation, a custom build. To have these, you actually like know what's going on. Guys, I'm actually freaking the fuck out. Okay, let me show you. The first version she made is where we have the dining room in the front room, which we had discussed and then decided against, but I will show you what she did. She also did move around the kitchen. So obviously the pantry, this is what we've landed on. I love having this. We have the space, so we may as well use it, do something fun and different. Ideally, I want the island to be, you know, vertical versus horizontal, but she gave me a version so I could see it. Now, starting at the front of the house, guys, I'm actually ecstatic. So this is the view when you walk in. You have the bathroom over here. Like getting to see this, I was like, oh my God, I actually know where the bathroom's going because we keep talking about where the freaking bathroom is. You see the front room over here and then you see all the way straight to the back over here. Can you believe this? Like this looks real. I also really wanted a bench with a full-length mirror right by the front door in the entry, you know, a little outfit check moment. And this is stunning. So this is what the front room would look like as a dining space. I'd like to say I love the beams. I think that is such a beautiful addition. Obviously the space works really great for it. Here's another view from this POV. You can see the hall closet over here. This POV, this is the pantry, a walk through, and another view with the bay window. It's beautiful, but I ideally want to use this space for a living room, which I will show you next. Really quickly, this is what she put together for the kitchen. Honestly, I love my kitchen now, so I'm really happy to do something similar again. In this version, she put like a little breakfast nook over here because I felt like I wasn't gonna want to sit in this formal of a dining space every single day for every meal, just for the visual. Can you believe this? Like this is stunning. And then she had the living room back here, which totally works, but moving on. This version has the living room in the front room, which is the ideal. And when I saw it, I was like, yes, this is perfect. She had the couch on the other side of the room versus what we taped out, and you'll actually see a version of that later on, but this is what it'll look like walking into the house. And then this is the living room from all different POVs. Stunning. Like this is beautiful. I feel like you can watch the TV from over here, like sitting in the corner. You know, if people come over and like want to watch TV, you can always move a chair just to be angling that way. But I think this is beautiful. Another angle so you can see through the walk-through pantry. And then here's what she had for the kitchen and dining, just still with the island this way, but you'll see in the next one, this is the version with the island direction that I wanted. I personally love this. I love this so much. I like the spacing around it. I like the balance of the kitchen. So like you'll have the range here, tons of storage over here, pantry walk-through, fridge. This is the view when you walk through the pantry. Another view. As we've discussed, the whole back will be window, and then we're gonna have a deck. So that's what we're thinking. And then version 4 has the living room the way that we taped it out. This was my concern, is the back of the couch blocking the entrance. I just don't think that works unless we were to move the entrance over, but then we lose the bench over here. So I'm not really sure. Would love to know your thoughts in the comments. I do think having like a nice sectional in that space would be perfect for TV, which obviously like you want this to be a cozy living room that you can really use versus just something that looks nice. So I don't know, this is what we have to figure out, but I think this is beautiful. And then she has one more where the island is the way that I want it, and then living room in the back. Honestly, stunning as well. I got nothing bad to say about this. I would be happy to sit there. And it would be nice to have kitchen and the living space in the same room. I'm not like super attached to that. Like I don't really, it's not necessary, but it would be kind of nice, I guess. I just fear in this layout, I wouldn't really use the dining space as much as I would like. It's also not perfectly ideal for TV. What's nice about this though, is that the layout that we have, like structurally, works, and we can decide, you know, when it's done where we want to put the living and dining, because they can be interchangeable for the most part. And then we have the pantry, which like blew me away. She blew me away with this one. This is what the space looks like. So that would be the living room. You walk through, and then the other side is the kitchen. This side we have open. We just have, you know, countertop for, I'm thinking like coffee and cocktail bar, so you can do all your like nice glasses up here, or even mugs, whatever, coffee, cocktails. And then the other side is the full walk-in pantry, which is like so stunning. The details she put into this truly blew me away. Even just looking at this now, I'm freaking dying, which I'm sure you can hear in my voice. And then lastly, we have the pantry room. So it's pretty small, but really it's all you need. Just sink, and then across would be a toilet. I'm leaning brown versus red, but let me know what you think. I am like on the floor looking at this, just you can really see it. Like it looks like real photos, and getting to see what this layout looks like gives me so much more confidence with moving forward and, you know, going to committee, doing all the next steps to actually get this rolling. It's definitely overwhelming doing this without the visuals, because you really just don't know how it's gonna feel. But I know how it's gonna feel now. And I'm freaking excited. I think it's gonna be so beautiful. I'm so excited to see how she puts everything together for the top floor and the basement. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think this gives everyone a really good visual of kind of what we're thinking, because it's hard to explain sometimes what you want things to look like, and this is like it. There are a couple changes that we're gonna make on the main floor, but for the most part, like she really nailed the vision. But that's basically where I'm gonna leave you for today, and hopefully our next update we will have the upstairs and the basement fully finished floor plans, 3D mock-ups, the whole thing. Really excited to hear your thoughts in the comments as we continue on this journey. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe, click the like button, all the things, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.